Okay, here's the summation, the final part for the W210 M112, that's the V6, and our Mercedes Wagon. This would also apply to the V8. The tandem power steering pump that runs the suspension and the power steering. On this vehicle, the reason this video is necessary and it's a little different is it does both power steering and the rear suspension. You've watched other videos, you already know that. But there's the pump, leak-free, after around 40 miles of driving. So I am praising the Lord. We actually have a functioning, not leaking, power steering hydraulic pump. There's the tank. The levels remain consistent the whole time. And so pretty thrilled I am. This would be, that pump is $700 to $900 if it's a Bosch or a Mercedes OE part. That's a Mayval remanufactured that was $280 on Amazon, and a little bit for shipping. So here it is. The vehicle's fixed for under $300, and if you had bopped into a Mercedes dealer and just paid full tilt, I'm sure they would have been $700 on the part minimum, and probably $700 on the labor. So it's $1,500 repair, and you can't really drive the car without it. If it's puking out the fluid, you're going to have major troubles and be sidelined anyways. So let's go over the tools you need for it and another thought or two. Okay, that is the original pump you're looking at. That's the old one that finally gave it the ghost after 21 years and 235,000 miles. So I say hats off and a moment of silence for this amazing device. Who knows how many millions of gallons of fluid that thing pumped in this lifetime. A lot. Here's the part number. I got a Mayval brand, M-A-V-A-L. They're a rebuilder of some great experience and note. There's the part number, the top one, 96562M. That's specific to the 96 to 03, correction, 96 to 03 W210 Wagon. It also might be the same pump that's on some sedans that have self-leveling. Okay, what you're going to want to do the job is the pulley installer or mover set. Not true if you're going to buy the OE pump or a pump that already has the pulley on it. But if you're going to buy a remanufactured, they're going to want you to swap your original pump. You'll need that pulley remover and installer set. Grab instructions. They'll be posted on the Benzworld Forum link that I'll have below this video. Or you can print them off alldatadiy.com if you want to sign up for an account. You'll need the hose pliers to clamp off the radiator hose and the hydraulic supply tank hose. I really like my battery-powered ratchet. It's very handy for taking all the bolts off. On the left are the plugs to plug the line so you don't lose any more fluid than need be. That one fits the high-pressure power steering. It's very small. I just bought a selection of vacuum caps at the Napa store, and these were all included. This fat one covers the banjo fitting that's for the high pressure for the suspension. Those are the caps that were in the pump, the remanufactured pump. There's a clamp that tells me that the part I pulled off there I showed you a second ago, that is the original pump, because that's an original factory clamp, and you really can't reuse them. In terms of the tools, you need a 17mm ratchet and wrench. The wrench is for the high-pressure power steering line. The ratchet is to turn the tensioner so that you can loosen the belt, take it off, and also pin the tensioner out of the way for you to do the work of removing all the bolts that hold the power steering pump in place. And there's your selection of small ratchets, 1/4-inch drive ones with a 3/8 socket, fingertip, short extension, a little longer extension. Your little magnetic parts bowl so you don't lose those fasteners that you probably couldn't find anywhere else. Thread locker, very important when you put the cleaned bolts back in place. Blue towels, and you got your retriever. That one on the left is the fingertip thing to grab the bolt you dropped. You're guaranteed you will drop a bolt doing this. And that little mirror can help you see if it gets sitting in a place where you can't readily see it. All right, so I hope this has been helpful. Hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. If this thing starts leaking or has any trouble, I will certainly pin a comment to tell people. I saw good reviews online, what I could read about Mayval and their rebuilding of pumps. So anyways, I'm thrilled. It's exciting to have this car back in action. Got my faithful ML, but sometimes we want the wagon. And I thank you for watching. Okay, take care, and God bless you in your DIY work on your Mercedes.